I'm going to be completely honest with you. The number one reason why most agents leave eXp is not because it's a bad brokerage. It's because nobody showed them how to win once they got here. They joined under the wrong person and they got a quick, welcome text, glad you joined, and that was it. There was no direction, no onboarding help, and no accountability. And the problem is when that happens, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Like the company just failed you completely. But the truth is, eXp didn't fail them. Their sponsor did. So if you've been looking into eXp and you're not really sure what to expect, or you're afraid of getting lost into the mix like many others, well, I'm about to show you exactly what your first 30 days at eXp really should look like when you actually have the right person guiding you every step of the way. What's up, guys? Anthony Esposito with eXp Realty, and my goal is simple today. I just want to show you what the right kind of onboarding and support actually looks like, or what it should look like, so you don't end up being another statistic that is out there and just getting that bad taste in your mouth. And if you want my free help and support to guide you through it, even if I'm not your sponsor, just end up going in the description below, book that call with me. I'm happy to help you out however I can, because I want you to have that complete clarity and I want to see you succeed in this business, because it is possible. So here's the truth about eXp. They give you the tools, you get the training, you get the resources, but there's really no sense of direction of where you need to go, how you need to go. They throw that onboarding on you, they throw everything on there and they say, get this done. Is pretty much how it goes. Like, they have support, don't get me wrong, it's there, but it's not direct support. And I've talked to so many agents where they've said, yeah, I used to be at eXp, but nobody was really reaching out. I didn't really hear from anybody. And that right there, that's a big problem. And that tells me that whoever their sponsor was, their sponsor didn't have basically their shit together. Let's just be honest. They should have everything set up, ready to go. And if it's a sponsor that has thousands of agents, they should have systems in place to be like, hey, this is exactly what you need to do. Reach out if you have any questions. It's not that hard of a concept. But, you could sit there and just get lost and become quickly overwhelmed. So that excitement from being at a new brokerage, it'll just disappear almost overnight, it'll seem. And then you'll start questioning yourself, did I make the right move? Why did I do this? I don't know about that. And they're going to start having doubts. And once your mindset goes negative, it's going to completely crush your business. And at the end of the day, most agents, you can sell homes. You know how to sell homes. You can do this. Even if you're a brand new agent, you will learn how to do this. Where you'll fail is not having the right mentorship or leadership, not having the right systems in place, not having the right guidance, and basically just being thrown to the wolves. So the first week is not about leads. It's about getting everything in order. It's about the connection, building your proper branding, your proper business, so you could actually grow and succeed. Now, one of the first things that you want to do is, obviously, you got to get your email set up, your email signature set up. And the cool thing is, if you want to get a hold of the eXp logos that are branded, this is the eXp OKTA. It's OKTA is what it's called. This is basically all of our tools, all of our apps, everything that we have available to us. So you'll scroll down, you'll click on the Canva one, and I already got the tab pulled up, and you simply just go into projects. And as projects pop up, you will see the folders that come through. So there's eXp Realty, that's right there. You have certified mentor stuff. The luxury, that's only unlocked when you're in luxury. And there's sign templates. They have all sorts of stuff. And you can literally just click on the project that you need. Here's your brand templates. And you could see the amount of stuff. They have everything that is imaginable. Now, the other thing that you end up wanting to get into is you want to start picking with your CRM, which now they have CRM of your choice. I'm currently in the process to go to Lofty, but they have it's Bold Trail, Lofty, and then they have another one that's called Close. Now you could choose any other CRM that you want. That's no big deal. This is just what eXp offers to us agents. Now I do have Bold Trail, so you do want to go in there and start getting that set up, whatever which one that you decide. And some of the first stuff that you got to do is you got to get your bios set up. Because especially with the CRMs, people are going to find this. This is all going to be searchable. It's going to be out there. This will bring in some leads. It'll also bring in some spam leads that are completely false. But every picture that you end up choosing across every platform, even your socials, you want to have it be the exact same for brand identity. But you go through, get all this set up. It's a lot because it's going to take about a good week to get everything in order, everything ready to go. You're going to attach all your accounts for your social media. You're going to build out your website, which it's super easy to do. It's pretty straightforward, but at least getting that all in order and having everything ready to go for you, because you want people to come to your website. Instead of sending them like searches from the MLS, do it from your website and get your website set up, ready to go. You got to go through. You could change the whole layout. You could change the color. You could put your testimonials in there. You can have the listings that are all like everything and anything imaginable will end up being on your website. And that is only going to further showcase you being the expert in your market or the professional that is in your market. And then what you also want to do, there is a new thing that is brand new, which is eXp.hub or hub.exprealty.com, which Glenn Sanford himself just created this because Workplace went away. So now he created something that's more user-friendly that is just like this. This is where you're going to get all your information. So you want to get involved with your state, get on your state groups so then you know what's going on, especially from the brokers. Find your downline or your upline, and get your upline on here. Start communicating to them. Reach out to them. The upline is not going to reach down to you. You need to reach up. Just say, hey, my name's John Smith. I'm just a brand new agent. You're in my upline. I just wanted to introduce myself. All these people that are in the upline, they are willing to help however they can. So this is a great way to connect with them, is going through. And again, get your profile set up because other agents are going to go on here and they're going to end up searching for agents that may be in your area. Maybe they need someone like, in the Cleveland area where I'm at for a referral, and then they're going to reach out to you. But, have your bio all set up. All of that needs to be in place. So this is going to be like your first week kickoff with onboarding, and the onboarding that you're going to get, it's going to be crazy, insane, overwhelming. But I have something I'm going to show you at the very end that can make it so much easier if you decide to do so. Now with week 2, it's going to be a little bit slower pace, but this is where you're really going to dive into KV Core as a whole, or Lofty, or I should say Bold Trail, not KV Core. Still getting used to that name change, or Lofty, or Close. You're going to want to get your sphere of influence loaded up into there. Your names, their names, numbers. I'm not going to go into my contacts to give away people's information, but you'll go through and you'll put your sphere all in here, because your sphere of influence is going to be a huge moneymaker, not only in the beginning, but also going down towards the end of your career. And you want to make sure everything is dialed in, ready to go. Now, me personally, the drip campaigns that come from Bold Trail, they're not good. They're very automated. They're very robotic. I've never had a good experience with any of them, so I've shut all of those off, and I just use a weekly email newsletter every single week. That's my drip campaign towards all of my CRM that I have in there. And then the other thing that you want to do on week 2, let's get rid of that. You want to go into eXp University because this is where the training happens. This is where you're going to learn so many different things that are around there. And it's super easy to go to. You know, you can come up here, emerging agents. There's cap and icon agents, teams, attractor. If you're new to eXp, you can click on that. US state training. Simply just click on it. There's the training hub. You can go to your state and do exactly whatever you end up needing. Like, let's say you're in Nevada. You click on the training hub and it's taking you through everything. There's the agent center, the broker room, all the fun stuff. It gives you everything right then and there. And then it also has, if you click on live programs, you could look at, there's FASTCAP. That one's a phenomenal one. Even if you are an experienced agent, like if you want deals, there's people that are getting deals within 6 weeks of going through this course itself. But there's so much. Now, week 3 is when you're really going to start building that pipeline of yours. Get everything set up. Have your socials in place, ready to go. Because this is going to be your initial push. You want people to know you are a realtor. You want your sphere of influence, which is people that are already family, friends, all your followers on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you're on, YouTube Shorts, you name it, LinkedIn, whichever one. You want them to know that you're an agent. So you're going to want to start putting that out there. Reach out to them. Text your friends. Call your friends. Let your family members know that, hey, I just got my license. I am a new agent. If you happen to have any questions, I'm happy to be a resource for you. Don't sit there and ask them, do you know anyone that wants to sell? Do you have anyone that wants to sell? Because even if it's your family, they're going to be like, what the heck is all this all about? You want to provide them with value, but you want to start getting your content out there that you are an agent, that you're doing stuff. If you don't know what to post about, just simply go on Google and just put it in the search bar about stuff. But it's going to be stuff that's real estate related and your home life. And the best thing that I can tell you is like an 80-20 rule. Make the majority of your post, your social media presence about you, about your hobbies, your lifestyle. The other little bit, that's going to be left for the real estate side of things, because at the end of the day, people got to know, like, and trust you. Now, if you also don't know what to do about content, I have a great video strategy that I will be happy to give you. It's just a quick little guide, and you could end up switching some stuff around and utilize it for months down the road. If you want that for free, all you got to do is just drop video strategy in the comments below and give me a key takeaway to the video. I'll happily get that over to you. Now, with week 4, this is where you're going to implement and grow. You should have plenty of clarity by week 4. Get the calendar full. Make meetings with other agents. Even if they're not your mentor or they're not your sponsor, find other eXp agents in your area and ask them if they just like to meet up for a coffee or lunch, breakfast, something. And you just let them know that, hey, I just want to pick your brain a little bit. You'll start to learn a little bit more about like where your niche is as well. It comes relatively quick. In the grand scheme of things, it comes relatively quick. But if you already have your niche, you could start reaching out to other people who do have the similar niches that are out there. Like if you are new construction, you could reach out to agents that are in new construction, see what they're doing. Everybody I ever spoke to at eXp, they're always willing to help. I've never had anybody that's like, no, get away. It's not like that at eXp in my experience, but you'll know what to focus on, how to scale, and how much that you need to do, as long as you're tracking in your systems to get the leads, get the clientele, make the closings. Like all this stuff is going to flow nice and smoothly in place. It is not rocket science. You just got to implement all the tools, resources, and systems the right way. So what I want to show you really quick, what the Wolfpack does completely different and makes things so much simpler and less overwhelming. I saw the onboarding from eXp. They load you up. What makes this community great is, Wolfpack, we understood that eXp, it's a great brokerage, but it's not perfect. So what we ended up doing is we have this hub right here with these 6 sections to amplify and try to make it as perfect as possible. The onboarding, super easy to sit there and go through. It is a complete cakewalk, not difficult at all. I'll just show you just a little bit of it, but it goes through broker support, how to find your upline, technology support, stock questions, accounting support, marketing, branding, social media, and then any type of agent attraction that is in there. But look at the onboarding that goes through. Literally, step 1, step 2, step 3, 4, 5, all of that fun stuff. It walks you completely through in a nice, easy manner, and it gets you geared up, ready to go. Now, after I did onboarding, one of the ones that I felt was a must was, okay, well, let's focus on the production just because of KV Core being in there. And it helped me build out KV Core that much greater of what was going on. And there's a lot that is in here. As you see, I didn't even finish it, but there is a ton, and it gets you everything and anything ready to go. But that's where you're going to find our past calls, because we got weekly calls every single week, and it's going to have that in there. There's private resources, all the fun stuff that you could ever think of. It's right in our hub. Now, the other cool thing that we have to end up amplifying even more is Mike Sherrard's coaching. Since he is the co-founder, he gives us this stuff for free. And we have, it's millions of dollars that is just given to us for free because we're part of the Wolfpack. But we got the AI Agent Accelerator. You can see all the stuff that we have in there. And then as you scroll down, there's the Social Agent Academy. All of this available to us, for us to grow. Now, if you're interested at all to learn more about what it would be like at eXp and what it would be like to be with the Wolfpack, I'm happy to have a quick, private 30-minute Zoom call, explain everything, see where you're at with your business, and see if it's something that actually is going to benefit you. Because if we could take your business to the next level, that's exactly what we want to do. But go in the description below and just click on my calendar link, book that call with me, and I'd be happy to have that quick chat with you and excel your business to its utmost top level that it could be at.